What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna head up to Cars and Coffee and look for some supercars, find their owners, and ask them what did they do to achieve the success to be able to afford these supercars. We're gonna let you guys know too. I was online, heard a little rumor that our boy Mark that owns that Lambo, that blue and white Lambo over at the Domain. You might have seen that in my last video. And he has that license plate last lap. I think he's gonna be there, so let's go see if we can find him. Let's go.
You're watching Taternator, Accelerate with Faith, positive and encouraging automotive content. If you enjoy this type of content, consider subscribing and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of the action.
Well, I appreciate it, dude. We love the car. We love the blue and the white and all of that. What motivated you to achieve the kind of success to be able to buy a supercar?
I don't think that was the motivation at first. My motivation was just trying to do better. It wasn't, to be honest with you, it wasn't supercar. It wasn't none of that. I was just trying to do better in life. Yeah. Really. That wasn't my main goal.
I love that. So you just wanted to elaborate on that. You just wanted to level up then.
Do better, do better for myself, because I started from the bottom. So I just want to do, of course, wanted the house, wanted those types of things, and then that kind of to everything else.
I love that. I love that, dude. So you're just a hardworking kind of guy.
Yeah.
Same, dude. Same. I'm always hustling. I have a day job and a side hustle, and then this is a third side hustle. So,
nice.
Yeah. So I got a little faith-based YouTube channel called Taternator. It's Accelerate with Faith. What would you say, any kind of like habits or any main things that helped you achieve the success?
Yeah, just not quitting.
Not quitting?
Yeah, not quitting. Be that yes man for quite a while. I say be the yes man until you can say no. You know what I mean? Like, so do everything you possibly can to be able to get to a certain point to where you are so good at what you're doing that you can then start saying, oh, I don't really feel like I want to do that, or I don't really feel like I want to do that. But at first you got to do everything possible. Even if that means that you're transitioning and you're not making any more money, or even sometimes you're doing it for free. The way I look at working is the gym. Like, you go to the gym, you work out, you don't see any progress. Yeah. And then eventually it catches up, right? And then you're like, oh, okay, now I'm looking a little bit better. Same thing with your finances, right? Pretty much. I
love that, man. So like basically, work hard and outwork everyone else so that you can, rise up, right?
Yeah, or not even really outwork everyone else. I mean, I would just say you definitely have to outwork most people. And, you might have to get up at uncomfortable times of the night sometimes. You might have to get up uncomfortable times in the morning and do things that are not that comfortable for you to reach a certain level of success. And then when you reach that level of success, then take your money and then utilize a lot of that money that you're making and put it into investments. So.
Okay, dude, that's great advice. Yeah, so when I started out in advertising, I slept on my cousin's couch and worked as an intern and worked 2 days of the week for free.
Nice.
So that I could prove to them, I'm worthy of hiring. What is the core value, would you say, that guided you along your path towards success?
Doing what's right, going with your gut and instinct.
Instinct? Your intuition?
Those are the main two things. Just kind of going with your gut. Those two things I would say is what it really is. And then just not quitting. Like,
not quitting.
A lot of people quit right before they get to a level of success. And so that's actually, so my license plate on the back says last lap.
Yeah, we noticed.
There's a story behind that. So I used to run track and I used to do a lot of different things. And my dad used to always say, like, that last lap is the hardest lap, right? Ooh. And so the point of that last lap is to push through, because that's when you're going to feel the most pain, but that's also when you get the most success. So it has kind of two meanings. Wow. So when people see it, they only see last lap, but it also has a meaning behind it. So yeah.
Dude, I love that, dude. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. That's so sick, dude. So looking back, is there any specific, would you say, pivotal decisions that really helped you get to where you are today?
Struggle, skipping meals.
Skipping meals.
And just so, when you feel that, I still budget almost, when you skip meals and when you do those things, and you're not doing it because you want to do it, you do it because you have to do it, I think it drives you for more, right?
I love that, yeah.
And I've always used negativity to turn it into positivity.
Okay,
So
yeah.
that's the type of person. I'm a very hopeful person, optimist. So that's the way I feel about it, is like a little bit of struggle.
I love that. I love that.
And when you ever that struggle, you don't ever want to go through that process again if you can avoid it. So like even what I've learned is even when you get a lot more money, you still almost budget like instinctively, like you're
Yes.
still poor because you don't want to feel that type of pain anymore, right? So
Right, absolutely.
it's interesting. So yeah,
And be a good steward of your newfound abundance, right? You want to continue to do that because easy come, easy go. You don't want to just blow it when you get it.
comes quick, it goes quick. Right?
That's right, yeah.
It goes quick.
Well, dude, I love that. So since you're an optimistic person and you always seem to have a lot of like hope and that kind of thing, was it backed by any kind of a faith? Do you have any, are you a man of faith?
Spiritual.
Is it spiritual?
I do go to church.
Awesome.
Actually, my girlfriend got me into church more recently. So I have
Awesome,
to
same.
Yes, I have to give it up to her for getting me kind of back.
I love that. Good women in our lives, for
into
sure.
the church. And I do think a good person in your life definitely will elevate you in different ways that you may not be able to do by yourself to help you grow. You know, so
Yeah.
I think that actually a good woman is very pivotal in your success too. So
I love that. I love that. So it sounds like you kind of always deep down inside kind of knew that you had the spiritual side of yourself, and you going to church and all that's new. And I just want to say, hey man, like that's phenomenal, and good luck in that journey. I want to send blessings your way, and dude, we really appreciate your time today, dude.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for the great interview. What we're trying to do is give good advice to the youngsters online that love car content, and hopefully they can work hard and achieve the kind of success.
they, hopefully if they get it, they enjoy it. I like showing the cars to like kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it just lights their whole world, like
Yeah.
kids give raw emotion where like adults give filtered emotion. So like a kid's not usually going to be like, restrain how they're feeling. They see something and you're just like, oh my God, and that's what's cool about kids is that they enjoy it, so.
Absolutely, man. And what kind of the angle of is that, it doesn't matter what age you are, you can reinvent yourself and you can do it and you can jump in and you can find that success. I'm actually 40 and I just got into the car scene. I decided to buy a project car, just jump in, learn how to work on it, get out here, like do something completely brand new.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone can do that, right? And I'm hoping to be able to provide some tips and tricks and things along the way, because I am rather successful myself. I don't drive a supercar, but I want to pass that along to the younger generation. So I appreciate your time, Mark. It's really good to meet
Nice
you,
meeting
man.
you
Thank you
also.
so much for
Nice
your time.
meeting you also.
Yeah. Enjoy your day out here.
All right, you too.
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you.
All right, man, that was a great interview with Mark with the Lamborghini, the blue and white Lamborghini. We really enjoyed his time today and all the tips that he had. I hope you enjoyed it too and learned a few things about how to have success, how to work hard, and then also enjoy the things that you have, like Mark was saying. So you guys have a blessed day. We'll see you next time. Peace.